Yo, back at it again. Illis Icebox, you know what time it is. It's powered by Big Phil. We got special guest today, my boy made in Flexico.
Flexico gang.
Yes, sir. And we also got my boy Shot by Foot behind the camera.
Yo.
We got my boy also the official JB.
What's happening?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what got you into music?
Really just like growing up in the church, you know, black family, they gonna have you in the church early, young. So really just being in the church, playing the drums, things like that. Being in the high school band, marching, jazz band, just little things like that. I always knew like I was gonna do music, like that sports stuff went for me. I like to do it cause it was cool, but then I was like, and this music shit way cooler.
Yeah.
The band way bigger too. So it's like I just understood that at an early age, and I was like, this what I'm gonna do, the music shit, fuck that sports shit. I'm gonna stay with the music.
Right. So is drums the only thing you play, or what else do you play?
See, I had played saxophone in like the 6th grade, but it was too hard, so I gave it up.
Yeah.
But so like drums, percussion, piano a little bit. So anything in that like percussion family, I can play and things like that. Read music a little bit. I can teach you a little something, but nothing too crazy.
Okay, yeah. So I know you always back and forth in Atlanta. Can you talk about your experience as to why you went out there? To begin with.
Yeah, I went out there for school. Once I graduated, I was like, shit. I was really a month before out of graduating, and I was like, I'm gonna stay at the crib and work, or I'm gonna go to school. I was like, I ain't really want to go to like a regular school, cause I know me, I probably would have FA'd and didn't make it to my 8 o'clock class or something like that. So I was like, let me find something, I feel like I can do. So I had looked up Musician Institute in Cali, but my people was like, that's way too far to see. You just graduated, you trying to go all the way to Cali. So I'm like, whatever. Did some more study, and I found Atlanta Institute of Music, and that's where I ended up going for drums. So I was like, shit, I'm in the A. I ain't gotta do no math, no history. I do music all day. Sign me up, let's go. So that's how the journey of getting to Atlanta started. Like, just going to school, really. Going to school and be like, shit, I'm about to go make something out of myself type.
So how was that experience at school? Like, what was it like, going to a music school, instead of going to a regular school?
Going to a music school, it was lit. It's different. Like, you don't got an 8 a.m. class, 9 a.m. class. You got 6 to 11 o'clock. Then you in a performance class, playing drums or whatever you doing. Then you might go to the studio. They got like 8 rooms in their full studios, or they got little mixed production rooms like that. But depending on what you chose, you can go do that. You be in the studio for like 4-5 hours. Same whole time, it might be a movie set or somebody that then rented out the front half of the studio. So you seeing folks that you would never dream of seeing. So it was like, for me, that was like, oh, this real. Like, I can wake up, go to school, but I might see somebody that's connected to the NFL, Georgia State, somebody that do the news. They might be using the studio, and I'm like, these everyday people, but they like in the mix. So I'm like, hold on, I need to get in the mix. I need to talk to these folks, see like what they do, how y'all get to keep using these connections through this school. Like, what is this school really like? How can I use this outside of the school type shit? So that was more of an eye opener and a big thing of me, like being in the studio and being down there in the A.
Okay, and how long were you in school for?
I was in the school, man, I was supposed to be there for a year, but man, I'm in the A. I'm 18. I'm living in the city. I'm living in Midtown. So when I got comfortable, I'm like, bro, I can move around. So it ended up taking me a year and a half, 2 years to finish up. But, finish it up, solidified in it. I can teach, I can go on tour, I can do whatever as far as drumming wise. Once I was in there, I got into the production side, engineering, the rapping, the being in the scene side. So that's more of it. Like, yeah.
What was it like on the drumming side? Like, working with people, with live instruments and stuff all the time.
The drumming was the drums was cool. Like, that's what I thought I wanted to do. Like, I was like, shit, I'd be a studio drummer, a tour drummer, that'd be cool too. But then I was like, I don't really like drumming. Like, I like drumming. I'd rather play on the Sunday. Like, a church hit me up, be like, we throw you in a rotate for a Sunday. Like, yeah, I'd rather do something like that. As far as like or sessions here and there, something like not an everyday type thing. I still love drumming. That's my first love. But I could take the drums and put it on the computer. I take the drums and put it on anything, and from that time I get the same product, maybe better. So that's why I was like, I can still play drums, but I ain't really got to play the drums type shit. So.
Okay. And you like the production side way, as you say. So like being in the production scene, what all have you basically, I would say, learned from like the whole experience of being in the music industry, the production stuff?
Pay attention. Like, and be a quick learner. Like, pay attention, be a quick learner. Also kind of navigate, when you feel like you're being taken advantage of or talking too crazy versus when it's more of a job, or when it's more like this is what you paid to do or here to do. You're supposed to be a professional in this field. So like, sometimes a nigga might talk to you crazy. That's only because he passionate about his art, just how you passionate about your art. So it's like, you gotta really kind of learn it. Yeah, you can say you want to be an engineer, a rapper, a producer, any of that. But when you like start to get in that room, them areas, and when you get with people that ain't local, they more like celebrities and shit like that, that's when it get to like, do I really want to be a rapper, engineer, producer, or do I just want to like make some cash and just chill? You feel me? So that'd be like a thing I say I had to learn, because at first, going from recording your partners and locals from the studios, and then when you get in these rooms and you with labels and celebrities and entourages, and it's just you, and it's like 50 niggas in the studio, and it's just you. So you got to understand like how to work that room, and how to still be you, but also be a professional you as well. Like,
So how do you go about it? Like,
you just like, I'm a feel the room out type of person.
Yeah.
So I'm feeling the vibes, I'm feeling everything before the session start, before like how you pull up, how everybody is when they get here, like how the main artist, celebrity or local, the big person, it's a big person with everything, you got the main rapper, then you got your partners or whatever. So it's like feel everybody out in the room. So maybe you might be like, I got a celebrity, whatever, this and that. You might have your guard up, but then they come in the room, dap you up, like, what's up, bro? Like, such and such. You might already know who he is, but he like, I'm such and such. This boom, boom, boom. We're gonna rock out. We're gonna, anything you communicate with me, I communicate with you, and that's it. And then you might have some that might not say nothing, be asshole, be like, that. But at the end of the day, it's like a job. Either you working for them, or you working for a company, or business or something. So at the end of the day, is you in that business that's out. So a nigga come in being an asshole, I could be rude. I could cancel the whole session. I don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't want to do it. Let's call somebody else to do it. I'm one of them. But I'd rather work with you, like, because I can get like that too. I can get irritated or annoyed or feel like the big man or stuff like that. So it's just like, you just know who you working with, who you not working with, more stuff like that.
Have a strong backbone.
Yeah, gotta have a strong, you gotta know who you are.
Right.
Outside of this music, outside of the life, like, you as a person, you gotta know what you stand and believe versus what you don't, so that type of stuff go into effect too.
Could you talk about
Celebrity wise, so when I started in the A at the studio, I worked with, like, my first like interning time, I was interning with Flocka and Brick Squad. I tell a story all the time, bro. I met Lil Key like 2 weeks before he signed to YSL. Like, he was in the studio with Flocka and Mexico while Lil Key album called Long Live Mexico. His partner really named Mexico. Like,
crazy.
they really, Water by G, all them boys, like, I really met Key like 2 weeks. Like, didn't know him. He cool too. Like, then again, like that, I'm not knowing who bro is or what he about to become or who he about to turn into. When he see me, he talk to me, dap me up like he been on me.
Facts.
Like, I been in the studio with them boys. Like, so it's like different things like that. You never know who you gonna see or who you know or what their position is or what they about to be type. So I was with Flocka, Brick Squad, Cap G. I did a couple Casanova, 30 Rock, the producer, Beat Billionaire. I was in a couple of his sessions. 808, shout out to them boys. YN Mark, Prince Inc. Let's see, bro. A lot, really, just being around, I get to see, like, almost like, it used to be so crazy, bro. I'd be on IG that day, and then I'd go to the studio that night, or like same day, but that night, you know, studio pick up, everybody moving through. I might see the same nigga I just got down, or scrolling on IG, like, I'm gonna work with him, or I'm gonna see him my whole time. He either at my studio or we share a parking lot with Zach Studios, and they right there. So I done met Pablo, Lil Quill, Meek, Dolph, rest in peace, Key Glock. Them boys had the whole camo pack out there one night type shit. Big Boy, Killer Mike, his studio was right beside us. So yeah, man, I didn't work. Then coming up here to the city, Baby, Raw Wave, No Cap, Money Man, ESTG, 42 Dub. I'm about to drop something. The Tick remix, 42 Dub, Big Homie G was recorded here in Audio Box, and I recorded that shit. So whenever it drop, just know I recorded Big Homie G featuring 42 Dub Tick remix whenever it drop. Yeah, man, just a lot. Who ESTG, Money Bag, like just Big 30. I've been around all them boys, just like, you know, just being around the mix and finally be able to get into certain rooms and being around certain people and stuff like that.
It's hard.
So, out of all of the different love and passions that you got, like drums, producing, audio engineering, and networking, just, you know, touching elbows with important people, what would you say you love the most out of it all? And what would you say that you see yourself growing into out of all of that?
Really, the CEO is it. Like all that's cool. The producing world cool. The rapping world cool. The musician world cool. And I'm glad I was, you know, able to get myself out to do those different things and open myself up. But the new role that I'm doing is like the exec role, having my label, having artists, producers, different things like that signed to me. That's been like the most fun or enjoyable thing in what I'm looking for in the future, because it's like I meet hella artists, producers, managers, A&Rs, ghostwriters, songwriters, engineers. I meet them all. It's like it's cool when I can call 2 or 3 camera guys, 2 or 3 engineers, 2 or 3 producers, 4 or 5 artists. Like, it's cool when they be like, I got a song or a beat, or I need somebody for this, that, and that, and I can call a partner, like, let's go make some money real quick. Like, and I ain't even got, you know, just on the tip of just networking, meeting people, making sure like I'm in a business state of mind that, you know, 90% of the time versus, you know, being in my artist or my trick off, my fuck off bag type shit. I'm like trying to expand and get more artists, be like, have my label one of the, you know, QCs, the CMGs, you know, partnership with Atlantic, Interscope, shit like that, Motown, you know. So that's why I say in the future, next 5 to 10 years on up, that's what I'm working on. I did the engineering, I did the producing, the intern, and I did the, you know, trying to get my foot in the door for the, you know, my last 5-10 year goals. My next 5-10 year goals is to be exec. So when you see me pull up in the black truck, you know what time it is, man. You know, it happened type.
How many artists you got in the camp?
I got 8 or 9 artists signed to me. I got Big Talk, Chili Man, I'm high, so I get the but I got like 8 or 9. Ty, Leak, 5, 10 and Top. Them boys, you know, these are really my guys, like the main guys anyway. But you know, as far as like Trey, signed Trey, my boy from Audio Box. We on a management type thing. He just moved out to Paris. He trusted me with his art and how he do things, so that's big. And he been doing this music stuff too, so that was good that we was able to collab and do that. So I have about like 8 or 9 artists. I got 3 producers: Monkey, EJ, AP, and 2 you know, videographer, creative director, Dre, my cousin, Bree Shear, photographer. And I got an engineer, JC. So I got, you know, a little team that, you know, these are the people that I know and trust and believe in, and you know, they gotta work ethic just like me. I don't gotta be around, I don't gotta micromanage them, I ain't gotta come to every studio session, I ain't gotta, you know, and that's one of the things. I just signed a female artist, shout out to Ja Money. I just signed her like 2 weeks ago. So yeah, man, we just, you know, that's what I'm on now. Just you know, open out, branching out, giving, you know, fucking with my dogs. You know, I got my boy Phil. He sent me a pack. And we'll link up, we'll cook up. You know, just people that I know, that I believe in, and know that believe in me. You know, like people that we know, grew up with, and then from the city. Even if I don't know you, but you know, I feel like it was genuine.
Right.
Signed Rube and Honcho from Union, South Carolina. They're my boys. You know, me and Rube got a tape. Honcho just dropped, and Rube just dropped. Man, yeah, I got some. I've been working on some shit for a little minute. I just been trying to, you know, do it at the right time, make everything make sense. That's what I'm about, making it make sense. If it don't make sense, I ain't partaking in it. I ain't gotta do it. So it need to make sense.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. And how old are you again? Yeah, how old are you?
26. I'll be 27 October 30th.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's what he's saying. By 40, I'm trying to be all the way done. I'm talking about Calabasas, a house on the hill with the water in the backyard, family, you know, 2-3 cribs, penthouse down the street, Charlotte, cause we still gonna come at the Audio Box. Still gonna hit Mike and AJ up. Like, the boys in town for the weekend. We need to book the whole stew, front and back, for the weekend. We do it for when other celebrities come, so it's only right that I show the same love, you know, when I got in, cause this with them, we in there now. They let me do this here. I work here, so it's like they didn't know me. I came from Atlanta, like, you know, and off my boy Trey word. So it's like I'm still gonna show love and be, you know, grateful for what they did and what they're doing now and what they're gonna do in the future for me and whoever come after me and who here now type shit. So, cause like it's with anything you do. Like if you're gonna do something, you gotta do it, but Also, if you want to be one of at the top, you got to be that guy, that person. You got to have that drive, that thought from the beginning. Like in 10, 20 years, I don't want my high school peoples or folks I grew up with like, damn, what Lay did, what he doing? Like, we used to throw parties in high school, so we already kind of had a little name, a little buzz. So it's like, and we, you know, where we from, we small, so it's like, once folks know you, they know you. And then even if they not checking on you day to day or monthly to monthly or year to year, when they see you or hear something about you, they want to see what you want. Like, they want to be like, either that nigga fucked up or either he got some shit going right now. So I thought that early, like, and that's how my family is, that's how we are. Like you know, we gonna make sure we having some stuff on us, having it together, wherever we doing. So it's like, especially with this music, it's just like being an athlete. You gotta be one of them ones that make it, or close to it, so you can get some type of. So that's when I was like, when I started to realize that I kind of could be one of them ones that do it, I was like, I bet I'm putting my foot on the gas. The only way it's gonna slow up is when it's like 20 years from now, me and my partners and everybody around us rich, successful, wealthy, you know, good credit, good cash flow, you know, good motion, to where ain't nobody around us, you know, in the streets or working some shit that we don't want to work. We traveling, living life, having a good time doing this, doing something we love, but also doing it with the people we love and niggas that's been around from the get-go. It ain't nothing like you go to pull up to your partner crib and y'all get ready to go out. All y'all niggas got on Palm Angels, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Dior, Rolexes, charms, watches. Like, that shit hard, you know? If you the only nigga and then your partners ain't like that, man, you pull up to the Flexico camp, you don't know what these niggas doing, bro. You don't know who a rapper, who a businessman, who a producer, who in the field with it. You don't know what these niggas doing, cause all of them having it. Gucci, Louis, yeah, and change, charm, money, cash, credit flow, good job, like, in family man, businessman. That's what we becoming. Like we say, we young. We got older partners that we really took in, and that really, you know, really changed a lot of our thinking and a lot of our moving and how we, you know, letting us know that like credit and, you know, having equity is a good thing. Because when you do get 40 and you want to goddamn hang it up and you want to push the forms, you want to be Calabasas living, drip down every day or slight drips, watches cost about 400,000-500,000 M's maybe. That's what it's all coming from. You didn't set it up when you're 25, 26, 22, 21. You feel me? You set it up. You get all your business. Get your business right too when you're doing this music shit. That's another thing, man. Get your business right from the get-go. Don't just like, yeah, jump into music and, you know, jump in the game or what field you doing and be like, yeah, man, that shit gonna come. Cause yeah, it's gonna come, but everybody don't think like you do. Everybody don't work how you do. Everybody don't do business like you do. So even though you be like, shit, right now, bro, I ain't gonna need, I give you a 10-pack, no cost. I ain't even stunting. Get me out. None nigga might not think that. None nigga might like, give me 500 out the dribble. I don't care what you doing. Give it to me. Then when you drop, you ain't got no paperwork to know where your streams or your money or your flow coming. That shit up in the air. Then when you do some stuff, then you got folks at your door like sending mail like, yeah, you owe 1,500, you owe 2 bands, or we're gonna take this off of iTunes and YouTube because you ain't got nothing, you ain't got no paperwork or no contracts or no written agreement or nothing on no paper. You ain't got, have something on paper. Something on paper. Something on paper gonna take you a long way. A long way. Even if it's like your signature and whoever's signature, something on paper gonna take you a long way. Cause if they get to tripping, all you gotta do is go grab a lawyer and be like, man, look, this a written agreement on this day from me and this person right here. And this what it's supposed to say. And this what I receive from that. And them folks about to eat that up. You and your lawyer about to go crazy. They gonna be like, oh yeah, matter of fact, start working with me. I'm gonna cut you a deal on your fee. You my boy, I'm your boy. So, you know, learn that, get around that, do that type of stuff. That's some jewels that I say.